everyone, welcome back to our channel.
Woof, woof.
We've got Monty with us today, helping us in the greenhouse as we remove the side shoots from our tomato plants. We're doing this in order to get a larger harvest and less foliage.
Side shoots will always appear above a leaf, and a truss which bears the flowers and fruit will just come out of the stem, so you'll be able to find pretty quickly where the side shoots are. But always look above a leaf if it's confusing you, and they're easy to pull off as well. Just give them a gentle push or pull and get them early and small so they don't waste any energy.
Now, since lockdown has made it quite difficult to get hold of soil, we're just reusing some soil that we actually used to plant with last year.
And it's absolutely fine to reuse soil. We recommend it. You can feed your soil if it's running low in nutrients, but it's going to be perfect for seed sowing.
We're packing it in nice and tight, and we're going to make sure we give it a good watering as it is quite dry.
And remove any large chunks that might get in the way of the seed germinating.
We bought some beetroot Rhonda F1 seeds from Tamar Organics, and we're multi-sowing them in order to maximise the amount of crop that we hope to achieve.
So with beets, we're going to be looking to get about 4 to 5 seeds per cell. They really like growing in clumps, and you can twist out the largest of the beets as they grow. And this is really going to help us maximise space during germination in our small greenhouse and on the small allotment site we've got. So it's a really efficient way of sowing.
It also helps to ensure that if any gastropods or wood pigeons who like to visit our allotment plot quite a bit, if they eat any of them, then they won't eat all of them. We'll have enough left for us too.
And yeah, we're going to be using some labels here, some sticks. When you're looking for sticks for labelling, look up lollipop sticks, not plant labelers, because they quadruple in price and it's exactly the same thing.
Just note down the variety that you've planted as well as the date that you've sown the seeds, just to keep a check on how long the germination takes to occur. That way you can figure out which factors can contribute to better germination rates.
So we're sowing some Robushka variety here, and I mean with 4 to 5 beets in a 24 cell seed tray, we're getting over 100 beets here, so it's really a really efficient way of growing food. And we're going to water them in thoroughly because the soil's dry, and label them with the date because we like to keep track of what we are growing.
Sowing in module trays can be quite useful in order to toughen up your seedlings before they go out into the big wide world. F1 varieties are usually quite strong due to their hybrid genetics. The only thing is that if you keep the seeds for the next year, they may not be true to the seeds that you bought, just because you are getting a bit more variation in which genetics they may pick up.
As you can see here, or I don't know if you can, but there's the module container there was cracking a bit. So these trays aren't invincible, so you've got to take care of them. But, you know, they are really effective for getting a lot of produce in a small space. It's quite late to be sowing celery. It said April on the packet and we're in June, but we're going to give it a shot because we've never grown celery before and we like celery. So we'll see how that goes. We're also going to sow some basil. And we're looking to get about 2 seeds per cell here. 2 or 3, but 2 ideally, I think. And we should get some really bushy basil plants. And again, we're just going to cover it with the leftover remnants of our soil. We haven't got much left. But we've got some cocoa coir blocks, and you rehydrate them. We'll do a video on those, but they're a sustainable method.
About a week later, you can see that most of our seeds have germinated, and they're all doing quite well.
We've also got some dwarf kale there and some multi-sown leeks in the back. I think about 4 to 5 we put in those. They also like to be grown in clumps, so it'll work really nicely.
Finally, we're going to take you back to our allotment plot to show you how we planted in some fennel. They were a bit root bound, so we teased the roots a little bit before planting.
And as you can see, the soil's really dry. We haven't had much rain. So we're going to really water these in nicely, and we should probably actually go and water them again now.
Yes, they need as much water as possible during this dry spell.
And in their early stages, just once they're getting established, because they will have a little bit of root shock upon planting, but we're just going to see how it goes. Anyway, thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching. Goodbye.
Ciao.